Every now and then a video idea comes along that I'm like, wow, I need to put this to the top of the pile, and I know already it's gonna be one of those videos. That was sent to me on Instagram by Jay, and that is, yes, as you can see, a man wearing bread gloves. This is gonna be... So yep, as far as I know, you can't get these in the supermarket just yet, but maybe if we succeed, we can make it reality. It could come in handy. By the end of this video, success is measured if I can actually wear bread on, I say with one hand, I'll set that as a pass. But like the guy in the image who's actually enjoying a sandwich in his hand, I wanna try and do that. I think I'm almost as nervous as the ham in my fridge right now. Let's go. So I was thinking, how can I make like a resin mold? Could I like shake my hand in cling film or tin foil? Could I like dip it into like a plaster of Paris and make a mold? However, and I have no idea if this is gonna work. I ordered some extra large marigolds, but look at that. Just imagine that this is gonna be bread by the end of the video. If we can even make that work, and that is a huge if. We've then got to hollow out the bread, which is actually, you know, fairly fun. And I've got to get my hand physically in, and that's quite a nice fit. So I have no idea. I mean, that is like looking way far ahead, let's be honest. I might even just hold the wrist, you know, and just be like, yeah, sandwich. So I'm gonna grab a big old bowl and keep it quite simple and just do like actually I love the irony of this. I'm doing a no knead bread recipe. Almost as if like there is no need to make bread in gloves. Hey, high five. Sugar, yeast, warm water. And I'm gonna let this sort of stand for like 10 minutes. Like legitimately, I think I will stand as well in 10 minutes. I'm just mull over what the heck I'm doing. So let's just put that over there to one side. And don't worry, that mixing bowl is so big, I'm not gonna baguette about it. Right, I've just given these a wash, but this is actually something quite interesting to show you as I let a little bit of the air out, right? I'm gonna probably fill it inside out, and there's a few different ways we can do it, because if I stuff the dough in there, like straight in like that, unless I can get every single bit of air out and push it, I'm gonna end up with like pockets of air in the fingers. So I think the best way to do it, oh my gosh, as my finger is stuck, is to reverse them. Let's try this a minute. If I just pull it through, oh, yes, and just try and ease my fingers out of it, like a bowling ball. Yeah, so I have got 4, yeah. How many fingers do we have? We've got 5 holes there that we could potentially fill with dough and then reverse it out so we know the fingers are loaded with dough to stop any of that air in there. The other option is to grab the dough like this and then fill it up. I don't know, that sounds more fun, definitely. And that killed 10 minutes, so the yeast should be all right now. This is a load of bread flour and a good shimmy of salt. Now this is the recipe for the no knead. We're literally supposed to stir this all together very, very briefly and just leave it. So I'm gonna get this dough out of the bowl to one side because I've got enough to make another batch. That I guess that kind of shows my confidence. Right, let's go back to the gloves. So what I'm gonna do is get some oil. I feel like I'm about to bake these. Well, I sort of am, aren't I? Work the oil all over the gloves. Oh dear, this is very weird. This is so slippy. What are we doing? This is ridiculous. I think the oil has really not helped here, actually. Right, I'll come back to that. Right, no, you can just stay there. So, the plan is, and this again is to stop the dough being pushed out by the air. We really want to get the dough into the fingers. So, I'm gonna literally grab it like that. Okay, go away. I don't know how this is gonna work. If I just kind of put my fingers and thumbs all around it, so that it's wrapped around it, and then pull this over. Come on, this is like trying to put a swimming hat. Oh, I used to be a lifeguard on a summer camp, and you'd fill up a swimming cap. Oh, is that working? I'm pulling it through, I'm pulling it through. No. You get a swim cap, reverse it, fill it with water, so it's like a big bag of water like this, drop it on a kid's head from a height, and it just fits them perfectly. It was so fun. But speaking of not fun, look, that has not fitted in there, and in fact now, if I did try pushing this, we can demonstrate, look, although you would think the dough would push down in there, see, we just fill with air. That is just complete air bubbles. Oh no, it's turned into like a glove piping bag. No. Oh, there we go. This is ridiculous. brilliant. I've got olive oil all over my face. So what I think we'll do then, let's just go for this. So if I just take a teeny piece of dough, like the tiniest piece, okay, and we'll just shove that down into there. This is actually working well. This is painstakingly slow, but it will be worth it. Will it be worth it? Okay, there is oil all over my camera and tripod, but it has gripped it really well. And if anything, it just wants to pop back out. So what I'm gonna do is now just take a piece that kind of links all of them together so that it all falls back on itself. So right now I'm kind of filling it up, again, like a piping bag. It's so oiled, I feel like I'm making a focaccia. So I should be able to, I'm gonna say swim cap it. This is not the phrase. There we go. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so greasy. I've got to help it a little bit. Oh, there is dough there. Right, amazing. I can feel dough in the bottom of all of these. Oh no, the middle finger and the thumb isn't great. No, that thumb's got hardly anything in it. Damn. Sort of massage it down. And I've just realized there is no way. The oil aside, my plan was to use this to shape it, to let it prove, and then cut the glove off. We're gonna have to bake it with the glove in the oven. But yeah, look, that ain't coming out of there at all. No, this is like the next problem. Right, let's get a little bit more dough in. Oh my gosh. Right, okay. Yeah, that's slid. Oh, wow. Oh, that's huge now. But look, you can see how full these fingers are, but this genuinely has got, come on, mate. Oh, I got some to the bottom then. Come on. So, look how full that is. Hello, nice to meet you. Would you like some bread? Now I know to focus on those 2 digits. We'll see how I do the next time. Just to show you this time, I am pressing. I'm doing one at a time, so I'm leaving the others out so I can concentrate. Yeah, and I can actually check. I can feel from the inside that the dough, almost like an udder on a cow, I can feel that it's full of dough. And there's so much more weight in it this time that it's falling down naturally. The weight is reversing the glove for me. Look, it's falling through. Look, it's basically self-gloving. I mean, look at that. There is dough right at the bottom of all of those. That is brilliant. And whereas we packed that one nicely, the other one we had a problem with 2 digits. So let's see how it's hanging. This is how it's hanging. Here is my oven. It's off, it's on the highest shelf it can, and there are 2 clothes pegs holding it up. I was just hoping that gravity would help. I've not tried this yet. There's dough in there, there's dough in there. That still feels air bubbly. I'm not sure about that at all. But you're probably wondering, Barry, why are you hanging it? Why don't you just leave it on the side? Kind of like this one is now temporarily to kind of like expand. Well, out of curiosity, last night I tried it and left it overnight, and this morning when I woke up, it looked like this. Oh my gosh, all of the dough has just like pushed from the fingers along here and just gone out that way. It's like, hey, I'm not staying down there. Remember the gadget video I did the other day with the disastrous hook that kept popping off? Oh no, oh no. Well, it's actually come to my rescue. Behold, the pizza tower rack stand of chopping boards. I saw that this morning, the dough had all spilled out. I thought, do you know what? I'm gonna push it back in, which I have done. That was 4 hours ago. And in that time, the dough hasn't gone up at all. But there's still air gaps in the glove here. I think the only way I'll know is baking these. Let me tie a knot in that, because I don't want to bake it vertically. Our clothes pegs are gonna melt. Okay, I've just tied a knot in one, and I am very worried that this could explode. I love that on the insurance claim. How did you break your oven? So this one hasn't had a knot in it. I'm gonna leave this one. Both will be wrapped in foil, and I'm hoping that by the foil being on there to kind of encase it and stop it expanding too much. So here we go, wrapping the gloves in foil, and they're gonna get a double coating just to completely ensure none of the gloves are exposed, but also quite loose. This is getting more and more bizarre. I've just gone back to the oven for the one that's just hanging out, and I think that middle digit has got some weight in it now. You can actually see where it started to prove and some of the dough's coming out the top. It didn't do that on the pizza stand all morning. But this other one that we've made where we've nailed like the dough in every digit, it has started to expand already at the sides, but it's completely full. There is no air in that at all. However, we've already wrapped these, so let's start with them and see what happens. You might see some steam coming up from there at the bottom of there, and it might be completely irrelevant. Obviously putting a bit of water in the bottom of your oven helps steam it and can form quite a nice crust. I actually don't know why I'm doing that now, because what I've got to do, I have to bake the bread in the gloves. If that works, we'll then have to try and cut the glove off, picking some predetermined point where we're like, okay, this has worked. And then if that even works, we'll probably have to look at baking it again. And that's just the dummy ones. These are the really good ones that I like. So this is kind of like my guinea pig session. Whilst that's in the oven baking, I'm actually doing a survey at the moment I really value your opinion on. There's a link in the description or the pinned comment of this video if you filled out already. Thank you so much, but it'd be massively appreciated if so. Right, I'm gonna go watch some gloves. Okay, it's been just over 25 minutes. The gloves are fine. Foil is insanely good. I have no idea what's going on. It doesn't smell like bread. It doesn't smell like burnt gloves, which is good. I'll probably give it another 5 to 10 whilst I wrap up 4 more. So there it is in there, and these are the 2 that I made this morning with you guys, and just while that's been baking I've done these and I'm really happy with how far I've got those in there. But look how much, just by letting it rest again, it's pushing out. Whereas these, we're going to wrap them and bake them all together at the same time. 25 minutes was just a guess. I have no idea if that's right, so that's where our guinea pig ones will give us enough sign. Oh, that's the one with the knot in. And that does feel quite firm. Oh no. One of my fingers is, can you see that? It's just crinkled up. Oh no, they all have. Oh no, it's shrunk back. Those fingers are atrocious. I don't know what to do. Oh, this one looks more promising. Yeah, this one, I think, is okay. Okay in quotes. But one positive thing, look, that is actually got a crust. And as it's cooling down, it's almost like a balloon. The glove is starting to loosen. If I just start to peel that off, can you see? It's coming away. It's coming away. Oh my word, look, look, look. Oh, I'm so excited and also relieved. Yes! All right, a little update on the fingers, folks. They just seem to have not got rounded on the ends at all. It's gonna be extremely hard for me to get my fingers in there. Come on, come on. Oh my word, have we done it? I mean, it needs a little bit of a pedicure. I'll do the other one, but the fingers in there, I mean, there might not be any. That might just be like a fist bump, all right? Right, this is the interesting thing here, and that oven's nearly ready for the next batch of 4. This first one we did was the one that we didn't tie a knot in. And this had exactly the same amount of dough in. This was the one where the knot was in, and the... I'm just looking at what you can see. This one is way more dense, and that thumb really wants to fall off. But as baked as they are, they've held their shape. The mold has worked. Okay, about a minute later, I have just got these out. These have gone back in. There we go. All right. All right, so here's the other 4. I've already got one out, and to be fair, it's pretty good. I'm really happy with it. Some of the color's pretty decent on it too. Whereas this here, this rip legitimately happened in the oven, kind of like Hulk Hogan ripping his shirt off. All right, there goes my final one. I actually think, oh no, this one's pretty good. The Hulk Hogan one might be the strongest out of the lot, but I don't think there's any way I'm gonna be able to get my fingers in any of that. It's so delicate. So they'll go in the oven now just for a little bit, perhaps not as long as these 2 did. I just saw a thumb sort of go against the side of the oven rack. These had a good 15 minutes in there. They've darkened in color and they have firmed up. Check this out. Can you hear? That has got a really solid crust on it now. It looks amazing. It's held together, but we really need to see if we can scoop out the middle. So this is my left-handed bread knife. If you ever missed the left-handed kitchen gadget video, that is a legit thing. Ooh, if I just core out some of the middle, I don't know if there's even a point hollowing that one out, but if I make it flush so it can stand up, Who needs to 3D print a phone holder? Oh my gosh, the thumb, the thumb. Yes! High five. Oh yeah, look at that colour. That is really good. So at least if it all fails, I love how the palms are out like that. We truly have just made a load of holders. There's something quite sinister about this. But doing that extra bake has really locked in that crispness. If these gloves do work and your hands are cold, you can put them on because they'll keep your hands nice and toasty. All right?
What on earth is this?
Bread gloves.
Of all the things you've ever made, I've never seen anything like it. Honestly.
I'm just looking at the image here and I think it's fair to say, like they do look, we have made, I mean, they are bread gloves, right? I hope you'll agree. So the true way to test them out is one, if I can glove. Will it glove? Let's bread up. Let's get bready. And actually, I think the one to try it out on is this one where the fingers are absolutely mangled. Oh, I'm getting, okay, I'm about there. Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh my word. I wanted to try out on a rubbish one. I can't get any harder than that. I'm literally touching the bottom of where the fingers start here, but it's splitting there. Yes. Take my strong hand. Boop, boop, boop. Oh no. I lost, where the hell has that come from? Oh no, that was the one I was going to use. The pinky's come off. The finger on that one though is like, hello. Oh no, well at least the one I just did a minute ago is absolute emergency. There we go. Sorry, I broke my finger. Oh, but now I've got to try and get the other one on. Oh no, my pinky's fallen off. Oh, my little finger's just fallen off. Oh look, this is ridiculous. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Yes! Oh no! Right, I need to, I'm gonna get some toothpicks a minute. Imagine that if you're about to land a plane, you're a pilot and you get a man at the runway going like this. That is amazing! In you come. I've kind of ripped it to one side there, but forgot that no one can see. No one can defeat my bread hands. Right, shall we have a taste? Mozzarella in a slice. We got some ham, some mustard here, all right, and some lettuce. So, our bread hands go on. I can like wedge it into one mega sandwich like this. Look at that. And now, oh, I got a finger. Crunchy. Mmm. Well, there we are. I knew this was going to be a tricky one. I set myself out to try and do this video in one day. It has been a long day. It's 5 o'clock now. We've achieved it. We made the gloves work. I think they're definitely one use only. What's next? Trifle shoes? Don't suggest that. A really fun recipe challenge. I've actually learned from over the years from doing like crazy things, like probably some little tips that probably helped today. But all in all, cheers for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. What a stupid video that was. But at the same time, I don't think anyone else in the world has done it.